everyone, Jordan here from It's On Fitness, and today I'm just going to be giving you a few tips about meal prep. Okay, so yes, let's chat about meal prep. So a lot of you may have seen things on Instagram or Facebook, like the hashtag meal prep Mondays or meal prep Sundays and all that kind of stuff, and you might be wondering about what it is. Or you might have tried it, but you might have been a bit unsuccessful or found it a bit difficult, etc, etc. So today we're just going to have a bit of a chat about meal prep and some tips to make it a bit easier, a bit smoother, and just some things to consider. So the first section of this is kind of going to be 4 different little sections that I want to touch upon. So the first section is about just actually planning out your meals. So I personally use a magnetic meal planner, so you can see it has the different days of the week, and then you can see mine's very well used as well by all the pen that's been rubbing off. So you can see it has breakfast, lunch, dinner and snacks. So usually on a Thursday or maybe a Friday, I will sit down and fill it all out. So you can see I've put in like overnight oats, and then that's kind of like wraps or the thin sandwich breads, that's what I'm talking about. And then it says pasta and meatballs, and then I've got protein bar and yogurt. So you might have like fruit or something in there. But yeah, just getting it all laid out what you're going to have is the first step. And these magnetic meal planners are great for that. I mean, you don't even have to get a meal planner. You can just get like these weekly planners and just pop it down on there. So you don't have to have anything specialist. You can even do a bit of paper or a note on your phone. It really is as easy as that. But yeah, having one of those with all your meals laid out makes writing a shopping list so much easier, because you will know what you're having on each day, and you can put exactly how much. You'll know exactly how much, of course, that you're then going to need. So what you're going to need to buy or what you've already got in the cupboard is already sorted. So if you've got your clear shopping list and your clear week's plan, that makes it so much easier to, when you go in the supermarket, not be tempted to buy so many other just random things because you haven't left any space for them. So you might have put in that you're going to have your little chocolate bar each day as a treat, but you're not going to wander around going, oh, I'll just get some biscuits as well, and I'll just get some crisps, because you haven't left room for them. Another thing having it all planned out is really great for is so you can calculate calories ahead of time. So if you know what you're having breakfast, lunch, dinner and snacks, put it all in, see if you've got anything left over, a little treat or whatever you want. But then you know that you are within the calorie limit kind of every day that week, whether you have high calorie days, low calorie days, a mixture, whatever you've got going on, you'll know you're hitting that with what you've planned out for your meals. So section 1 of this little video that I've just talked about is getting yourself a planner, or just planning it out right at the start of your week or the end of the week before, so that you can write a clear and concise shopping list, and you can calculate the calories for those meals, or the macros if you are interested in, fats, proteins, carbohydrates. Check you've got everything all good, ready to prep. Okay, so moving on to section 2. That is getting some things to actually put your prepped meals in. So I personally love to use reusable, and I make sure they're microwave safe, freezer safe, everything's safe, because then once you've made your meal you can actually store it or reheat it in all different environments, and it'll be fine for plastic. And you can get specific ones. So for example, I've got this one for soups. It's also really great for like pastas, noodles and all that kind of stuff. It's good if they're airtight as well, especially if you are storing something that that might go a bit stale. So yeah, get yourself a good old selection of reusable ones, because it's so much better for the environment than just using little plastic bags and cling film and just one use, throwaway, disposable things. Easily just wash these up and get them sorted. And in the same vein, as well as some reusable plastic containers, you probably want to get yourself some kind of cool bag or insulated bag. You can get these in all different styles, and if you are someone who's out of your home for a long amount of knocking everything over. Right, if you are someone who's out of your home for a long amount of time, you might want to get, you can get really big meal prep bags. Like I've got this one here, so that would probably fit your at least 2 meals, if not 3. And it's got space for drinks and everything. Because, of course, you can prep your meals and everything and pop them in all these nice boxes, ready to go, ready to reheat, ready to be stored in the freezer, etc. But then when you come to take it to work, if you just shove this in the bottom of your bag, it's going to get all shaken up and probably change temperatures a few times, especially if you don't have a fridge at where you work or where you're going. And it's probably not going to be that appealing, and it might not even be that safe to eat. So yeah, get yourself everything you need to contain your food and transport it. Now we will go on to section 3. That is choosing foods that keep well, transport well, etc. So also things that don't take forever to actually cook in the kitchen. Because if you like meal prep and you want to do that on a Sunday, or you want to do that on a Monday, whenever you want to do it, if you want to spend the whole day cooking and making all of these meals, then that's fantastic. Go for it, enjoy your day. I've done it before. It's fun to just be cooking everything. But some people, you might not like cooking that much, and that's why you're meal prepping, so you can get everything done and get it all gone. So I'd suggest choosing things like one-pan meals, or maybe it's like slow cooker things are quite popular because you can just chuck it all in and kind of leave it. Or just easy to assemble meals. You don't need to spend forever. But what I'm talking about is things that keep well as well, is certain foods not very safe to be freezing, reheating, taking out of the fridge for long periods of time, etc. So you want to choose things that you can safely keep and eat. Again, some things that don't last very well are once you've opened, like avocado for example, or even with apples, like some fruits and vegetables can like not tarnish but oxidize a little bit, go a bit brown, etc. So you might not necessarily want to avoid them, but you might not want to be prepping those in advance. So yeah, section 3 is all about choosing foods that will last well and that are safe to reheat or freeze if you're going to do that, if you're going to freeze your meals to make them last a bit longer. Just check out a little bit of the food safety and longevity of things once they've been opened before you put them in your meals. And then lastly, we'll go on to section 4. So section 4 is choosing meals that actually satisfy. So you don't have to be having chicken and vegetables every day or oats every single day for breakfast to be able to call it like a meal prep or to feel like you're doing it right. Like meal prep is literally anything that you want to have that you prepare in advance. So there is no code of it's got to be like mincemeat and egg whites, or it doesn't have to be things like that. It should be things that you actually look forward to, and you don't have to prep everything for it to be meal prep either. Like some weeks, if I know I'm at home mornings and evenings, I'll just meal prep my lunches, because unless I actually have to, or unless I've got a really strict goal or something, I don't want to be living my life out of these plastic containers. I say a couple of meals a day, or if you know, if you are on the go all the time, then this is probably the best option for you because you've got something ready there. But you know, you don't need to be eating out of one of these every single day if you're at home and you could have just made something in the evening. So make sure you're choosing meals that you're actually going to look forward to, because otherwise, after you've rattled this around in your bag and it wasn't even something you really wanted, by the time it gets to lunch, you're probably going to buy something else anyway. Or you're going to be looking at everyone else and you're going to have this kind of lunchtime food envy or dinner time food envy of what everyone else has got. So choose yourself something nice, enjoyable, and also just prep what you need. So that covers my little quick kind of recap of, you know, some meal prep tips. Hopefully this helps you or gives you a bit of information or a little bit of something to think about. You can let me know, and I'll see you in another video shortly. Thank you. Bye.